Upon my arrival in Bacolod, I couldn't believe my luck when I had the pleasure of meeting Martin from the Bacolod Food Honors, the ultimate authority on all things food related in the area. For anyone seeking insider knowledge on the best places to eat in Bacolod, Martin is the go-to guy. Today, Martin and I are embarking on a mission to discover the most delicious soups that Bacolod has to offer. And at our first stop, Martin decides to do his best impression of a sriracha bottle.
So we're in Eron's Cansi house, and this is in the old shopping district of Bacolod City. The shopping district is a very interesting place because back in the 1960s or so, this was where all the Chinese businesses were placed and were invited to relocate. So all the structures here are typical Chinese buildings with the business downstairs and then their residences on top. So right now we are going to have beef Cansi. So beef Cansi is actually a delicacy which is similar to nilaga, beef broth. But this time we use a special souring agent called batuan. It's a small green fruit that gives the gives the broth the distinct sourness and deliciousness. So basically, this is a cholesterol bomb waiting to happen.
All right, first place Martin's brought me here today for this food tour is to Eron's Cansi house. They are adamant of doing this the native way. What Cansi is a soup that you might be able to consider similar to a bulalo or a sinigang, but it's distinctly Bacolod. Some of the ingredients that you have in here are the bones, the meat from the beef itself. It's cooked for 4 hours. There's batuan, there's salt, there's pepper, there's chilies inside of it. This is going to be amazing. I'm so excited to try this.
It's set up like this. It's all cut up into pieces, and then this is serving, and then they pour the broth all over it. So in a typical serving, you get the meat, and then you get a generous chunk of bone marrow. And I'll teach you later how to properly eat this. There's several ways on how you can eat your Cansi. Basically, the way to eat Cansi like a local is that you take your rice, you pour some very hot soup over it, then you spoon out the marrow from the bone, you put it on the rice, then you pour more soup over it. The marrow will melt and it will make the rice rich and creamy. So that's how to eat it like a local.
All right, we got some marrow mixed in here. We have the rice, we have the soup all mixed in like Martin told me to do it. Let's see. Oh my God. The marrow just melts apart. It's like butter. A little tangy. The batuan, you can feel in it right off the bat. You get a little bit of tanginess and a little bit of sour to it. Oh God, that's delicious.
Yeah, the eggplant is very, very good.
Talking the Cansi. Cansi is really good. The meat so tender. The soup is like sour, like it's balanced.
All right, as you guys can see from my shirt, walking over here this morning, extremely sweaty. I'm overloaded with sweat. So here at Eron's, they also have a calamansi juice. This is going to be refreshing. Super refreshing. A little bit of bitterness to it, but it is delicious. I'm going to grab some of the meat, throw on here. Oh, this beef is so tender. Let's tear a little bit of the meat off of here. That is unbelievably amazing. One of the best soups that I maybe have ever had. The meat is so tender from that long slow cook that they do on it. The soups here, the beef flavor is so intense in all of the soups as well. The batuan adds a nice little touch to it. You can get the salt and the pepper and everything that's going on with it. This is unbelievable. Oh yeah.
Hey Jeff, I see you're out of soup. But don't worry, here at Eron's, you can have as many soup refills as you want. You just keep on, you just talk to the waitress and they'll refill your soup.
Right on. Big chili that comes along inside of your Cansi here. I just gotta see, I gotta test this to see just how hot this is. That's actually got a little bit of heat to it. I'm a little surprised by that. So one thing you're gonna notice with Martin from Bacolod Food Hunters is anywhere you go, he's gonna give you more food that you can possibly eat. So a couple of others that he has here, starting with this one right here. This is a pickled papaya. So let's just give a little taste to that. It's extremely refreshing. You guys know I love pickled things. The pickled papaya is pretty amazing. I'm a fan of papaya in general anyway, but he's got more. This isn't it. He also has this right here, which is pickled radishes. Now this one's gonna be the one to test here on me, because I'm not a big fan of radish. But let's see. The acidity levels are perfect. That's fantastic. One more here. This one that he has is a pickled seaweed. That one's really nice. It still has the saltiness. The acidity is very nice on it. They're all very refreshing, which is welcoming on a hot day like today. All right, so Martin's gonna continue to keep overfeeding me on everything here. This one here is a grilled liempo, which is a grilled pork belly. All right, a little bit of the achara, which is the pickled papaya, along with the liempo. That is a perfect combination. The food here at Eron's, everything that they've done is amazing. You definitely have to check this place out if you make it here to Bacolod. After Eron's Cansi House, Martin from Bacolod Food Hunters has brought me over here to Super Batchoy. We're gonna give this a shot. This is where they're making everything in here. So the bowl starts off with a little bit of noodles. They put some chicharron in it. There's some beef meat. There's some pork liver that goes in it. And then they take all of the soup and they put all of that on top of it. I'm excited to try this. All right, so this is one of the things before I came to Bacolod that I was told that I had to have while I was here. So I am extremely excited. Martin has organized this whole thing for me. But I want to try just a little bit of the broth here to start. Here's the thing, little crunchy bits of chicharron throughout the whole thing. There's fried garlic and there's scallions in here as well. And surprisingly, the liver is not an overpowering flavor that's happening in the whole dish. Delicious. Oh, it's so good. All right, see, we're gonna throw a little bit of soy sauce in here. A little bit of pepper. Mix it all back up so I'm not eating just straight pepper. I want to get a big bit of the noodles. That is just, it's so flavorful. Everything that's happening in there. And then they also have their homemade breads that they make here. What would I do, Martin? Would you normally dip this into your sauce? And all right, Martin's coaching me off to the side here. This is literally comfort food at its best. Oh man, that's good. Super Batchoy is a winner. It's one of the tastiest things I've had since I've been here in the Philippines. Definitely check this out if you're here in Bacolod. All right, this place right here is someplace Martin highly recommends. It is not from Bacolod, but it's something that he's a big fan of. So this is Shan Shabu Shabu. We are gonna come, and as you can see behind me, we have just tons of stuff. You throw it in a bowl, they're gonna cover it all up with a broth. So we're gonna fill one up here right now. So let's start off with some boiled egg. Let's get 2 of those. And let's get 2 of the lobster rolls. Ken Kong. I'll get a peach egg. Get a couple of the chicken shao mai.
One, sir.
5 chicken shao mai. Martin says get 5 chicken shao mai. Let's do the seafood rolls. Let's get a couple of the seafood rolls.
How much are it? Those are it's okay.
And let's get some squid balls. What else you want here, Martin? Let's get a little bit of everything. Let's just do sausage balls. We'll do lobster rolls. Oh yeah, let's do both the red prawns and the crab claws. And let's get some of the chilies. You want okra, Martin? All right, so as you're coming up here, I'm just waiting my turn in line here. You also get to come over here and you get to choose a set of noodles that's gonna go with it. We're gonna get the Miki noodles, which are an egg noodle. Alright, so this is John. This is the owner of Shan Shabu Shabu. Can you tell me a little bit about the restaurant?
Yes, we started in Bacolod 2017, Shan Shabu Shabu. Actually, we follow the concept from the Singapore, like Yong Tofu, but we make it something special, soup to be native and organic soup. We base on chicken and some vegetables and make it healthy, and we make it like more on affordable, like you can choose your own and you can adjust your own price. That's the concept of beauty in Shan Shabu Shabu.
That sounds awesome. I can't wait to try this. All right, so this is the great big bowl of everything that we just ordered up in there. I just want to pull in and just see. I'm going to grab one of the little chicken shao mai out of here. The shao mai is perfect. Oh, that broth is delicious. You get a seafoody flavor into it. It's chicken and vegetables, but you get this a little bit of a seafoody flavor to it. Oh yeah, that's awesome. I think what I'm grabbing right now is a little lobster roll. That is absolutely delicious. Everything has great flavor to it. I can see why Martin likes this place. Alright, I think I just got a little fish ball here. I'll throw some of that chili sauce in there. The chili oil is awesome. Great heat to it. Yeah, this is all really beautiful.
To try the lobster roll and the thing.
Do the prawns?
Yeah, that's yeah.
All right, so this one here is the shrimps that they have. You can see the colors that they do in it. It's actually a texturized vegetable, sorry, not a texturized vegetable protein. It's a texturized fish protein that they make the shapes of the fish out of. Got a little more chili on there. I swear to God, you can't even really tell that it's not an actual shrimp. It's delicious. And these are adorable. They got the little crab claws that they have in here. This is so well done. You get this giant bowl of noodles, pulling one of their chilies up out of here. Let's see how bad it hits me.
Try the mushrooms.
Perfect amount of heat to them. Nice snap to the chilies on them. They have a great flavor to them.
Well, shabu shabu is either from China or Japan, but shabu shabu is actually an onomatopoeic word. An onomatopoeia is like a word that is like a sound or so. So shabu shabu gets its name from a piece of meat or something like this, and then when you swish it around in the bowl of soup, it sounds like shabu shabu.
This is really good. Alright, got one of the hard-boiled eggs out of here. It's more of the chili oil on it. Broth is flavorful. Everything has so much flavor in it. You cannot go wrong with this bowl of soup.
After an amazing experience at Shan Shabu Shabu, Martin challenged my taste buds by introducing me to the most exotic soup I had ever tasted, testing all of my nerve.
Last stop that we're going to do here, we're at a place called SioSam. This is the last soup that we're going to do. This is soup number 5. If you're Filipino, you know exactly what this is. If you're not Filipino, stick around. Okay, soup number 5. If you are not aware what this is, this is bull penis and testicles. It's all going into the pot here. This is all the same, right?
Yes.
And that is
That's the head.
Cartilage.
just okay, the cartilage.
It's a heart.
It goes in.
And the heart? It all goes in?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab a bunch of it with you.
So the texture is actually spongy.
Well, right now it is. It's just fleshy.
It's not hard enough yet. So once it boils down, it's all soft and juicy and tasty.
Okay, so after everything goes into the pot, it sits there and boils down a little bit. This coming up right now is what it's gonna look like when it's finished. Alright, I am going to be completely honest with you right now. I'm a little bit terrified. As adventurous of an eater as I am, this is definitely a first. Alright, so the one that you see over here in front of me right now is the soup number 5. This is the bull's penis and testicles. This is super hot. So I just want to start with a little tiny bit. Oh, look at that little gelatinous bit falling off the bottom of the broth. A little bit of rice. This broth is delicious. Now, here's where it's going to become hard. Yeah, see if you can just get in on it while I pull it up.
Yeah. Whoa, hold on. That is one long member.
Alright, completely honest with you here, I am a little bit terrified. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cut this with a spoon and a fork, but I am going to pick this up. This is the bull penis right here.
Put it in your mouth and try to cut it.
I am going to try and bite a piece of this off and just see how it goes. Oh God. There is no bite in that. That is super hot. All right.
Super hot.
Yep. We're gonna have to kill that, and then I'm gonna have to cut it.
Super hard. All right, ask them to cut it. You okay?
All right, so I just attempted that right there. There is no way that I can bite anything off of that. This dish is normally served. The penis and the testicles would all be chopped up in the soup. Then you would just mix it in with your rice. So they're gonna take it for me. I wanted to attempt to do it with it whole. Just not gonna work. So they're gonna take it for me and chop it all up for me right now. So while I am waiting on them to come and grab the penis and the testicles to cut up, this is the beef cartilage. You got a little bit of rice with it. That's delicious. Super gelatinous. Oh yeah, it's good.
Which one you like to cut here? This one.
Yeah, cut
Bilhin ka
that
lang
up.
sa isa.
Okay, so they've come back out with the soup number 5. As you can see, everything is chopped up here. But what I am gonna go after here, Martin, being a nice guy that he is, asked for one thing, to be left still somewhat whole.
Yeah. I want you to try to fit that.
I am not fitting that whole thing in my mouth.
Just try it.
All right, I'm just gonna pick this thing up and see if I can bite into it.
All right, hold it up for the camera.
I'm gonna.
So, in perspective, is the scale off or? Seriously.
It's a testicle. It's a little bit intimidating.
Yeah. Can you turn it around?
Oh yeah.
Show the attachments. Oh yeah. That's like the seminal cord right there.
Yeah. So we're gonna try and just take a little bite of this. I hope to God this thing doesn't squirt all over me.
All the men are like wincing right now.
Oh God. All right, here we go.
Here you go. Oh, you show just. There you go. So, how does it feel eating your first testicle?
Yeah. I'm not a fan.
But at this point, it's just all meat. So
It is.
basically, it's just meat. It's meaty and nice. It's pretty good.
Maybe for one of the first times in my life.
That you had a whole ball in your mouth.
No, it's not that.
Oh, you had balls.
Because it's
before?
actually. No, I haven't. But I think it's more in my head right now. The flavor is actually not that bad. There's just a mental block that's happening for me right now with trying to eat that. It's a little. Ugh.
So we broke your oral virginity or something.
Yeah, something like that. Now I'm gonna try. That looks like more of the testicle there. I'm gonna try and get a little bit of the
penis.
penis. Get some soup on that.
Don't you dare cut out my commentary.
All right, here we go. Ready? It's surprising. It's a little chewy, but you get the soup and the rice all mixed in there. It's just another piece of meat, and it's actually pretty good.
It's all meat at this point. Well, compared to other meats, would you say that this is more unique?
Yes.
But you don't have any reference, right? This is
There's
the
really
first
no
time?
reference to ever to go. I've had other organ meats.
So this is the first penis you've ever had?
First penis, first testicle I've ever had. The inside of the testicle is almost like a pate.
Hold it up, show it.
Yeah, so you can attempt to see
Show the viewers. I'm gonna.
what the inside of it looks like.
Yeah, there you go.
The texture of it is very much like a pate. And the flavor is actually not that bad. I think, once again, it's all in my head. Like, there's a mental block. Like, it's intimidating to me.
What does he eat more of it? It grows on you, right?
No. No, it doesn't. All right, so this one here is the cow's stomach. Drop a little bit of that in the rice. Here we go. Ooh. The stomach is just very chewy. There's not a whole lot of flavor to the stomach itself. All the flavor comes from this broth, which is fantastic. This is actually better, I think, than that one there. I thought they were all the same, but there's definitely a distinct flavor difference from broth to the next. That's a very nice broth.
So I'm going to try the penis. So I should tell you guys that this is not the first penis I've ever put in my mouth. I did have a lot of experience. Compared to what Jeff has experienced, I would say this is some top-notch penis right here. It's chewy, it's delicious, and actually one of the better penises that I've had the honor to fit in my mouth. The way the ball bursts when I chew on it, yeah, it's pretty good. And let me see, it's got all this flavor, and at this point, it's just all meat, so it's just another meaty thing. So, yeah, I highly recommend you try this. This is actually said to give a man energy, and it's like an aphrodisiac. So I don't know if Jeff is feeling kind of frisky, but for me it's just another meat. Thank you.
I am not feeling frisky. All right, that's wrapping up here at SioSam's. To be completely honest with you, it was all tasty. It's very intimidating. The cartilage was excellent. The stomach, like I said, it's a little bit chewy, but the broth from that is delicious. The testicles and the penis, the bull penis, it's very intimidating. The bull penis is actually very good on its own. For some reason, I'm still hung up on testicles.
Next week from the City of Smiles, we'll meet some more locals as well as try some dishes such as beef patas, seafood, chicken inasal, and halo halo. So hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you don't miss a minute.